Imagine trying on a new pair of jeans that's the size you usually are, but the size doesn't fit. Recall how that felt. You probably felt pretty shitty. I know I did, especially when I was 15 and I was moved up to a size 6. And granted, the following year I worked really hard and moved all the way down to a 3, but many teens and adults feel the same struggle. Women's sizing is very irregular and inconsistent. It damages confidence, and manufacturers specialize in their own sizing per store, which promotes more returns. Since every brand focuses on a specific silhouette, some designers disagree with the benefits of standardized sizing. As Bailey states in her dissertation, the most strongly argued disagreement with size standardization by manufacturers is the perceived limitations on their creativity. Designers are proud of their work, and sizing is usually specific to their targeted market, within the brand's standards they're representing. Speaking of designers being true to their brand, George Symington, who's a designer for Paris Sits Ltd, states that sizing cannot be standardized because of the seasonal changes in silhouettes, along with a general concern that different clothing styles will be limited. This is because haute couture is designed specifically hand-sewn by artists for a one size. It's not to be standardized. And in Canada, there was some prototype testing done in 2001. Campbell and Horn reviewed this survey, and they did the size code M18, and American Sizing for Testing and Materials did their code MP16. The test was with 20 women ages 59 to 89. They were each given a pair of trousers from M18 and MP16 to wear for 1 week. Their findings were that the participants actually were pleased with the ASTM MP16 trousers. However, they felt neutral about both trousers, both positive and negative aspects. Although many styles only work for a specific silhouette, not knowing, some customers say that a style is difficult not knowing what size it is and how it fits, and they're disappointed with that fit. So the inconsistency in sizing is in tween girls in puberty age, the sizing is just so irregular, and the way they're targeted is unfair because their bodies are changing so much. And this is the Mrs. and Juniors department that changes the most. Bailey's survey on apparel manufacturers found that the Mrs. department is the most popular for apparel companies to have, and they all had different size scales. In the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolis area, manufacturers, there were 13 companies, and of those 13 companies, they was 9 different size scales. So 8 manufacturers of those were petite, and those 8 manufacturers had 6 different size scales. The Journal of Economic Behavior in Organization in 2017, they did a study of 54 American apparel companies. And what they found was brands that targeted young adult consumers measure significantly smaller than their older counterparts of target markets. And there's also just a large inconsistency in cultural preference, and that's understandable. We all have different cultures, but it's astonishing how different these sizes are when you're comparing and you're trying to make things work all for one person. So In 2008, there was the National Sizing Survey, and Thai and Czech Republic women participated. They measured height, bust, waist, and hip girth. There was 5 age groups ranging all the way from 16 all the way to 60 plus. Each groups had like a 10-year span. So as you can see in these graphs of those studies, you can see that there are some similarities, but it's mostly a scatter graph. So Czech women tend to be boxy and stocky, while Thai women are very small and lanky. The differences in the mean of these measurements was the hip girth was 9.35 centimeters. The height difference was 9.27 centimeters. The bust was 9.14 centimeters, and the waist difference was 3.10 centimeters. So this was the same between all 5 age groups, relatively, which is quite astonishing how big those differences are in each of those categories. Now, after hearing about the bias of companies and how they tend to target young women the most, I want to hear what you guys have to say.